I played 100 matches of Modern Warfare Zombies. The goals for this video was to create a brand new account, and on that account in these 100 matches, complete every single mission. On top of that, complete every single Easter egg, and lastly, the most important part of this all, unlock every single schematic inside of the game. So as I mentioned, I created a brand new account, and in my first match, starting things off, I took it pretty chill. Loading in with so much to do and so much time, it was a bit intimidating to do a lot of things, so I just simply completed the first mission, which required me to do a few things, and then exfil. In match 2, I was attempting to complete a mission that had me opening containers, which as a result got me some solid things like a new backpack, double armor, a blue weapon, which is kind of crazy to say that this stuff is good considering, you know, if you played the game a lot, this isn't the best loot. But to make things even better for Modern Warfare Zombies, my game crashed. You can't make this stuff up. It's the Modern Warfare Zombies experience. In match 3, because I lost everything, I had to regain all of this stuff again, but thankfully, all of the mission completion actually did progress. Also, in this game, I pack-a-punched for the first time. Listen, I know this doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is for me. It's Philly D's first time, okay? And overall, just did a Modern Warfare Zombies experience of kill zombies and run around until I decided to exfil. Match 4 and 5 were pretty meh. I realized that somehow that crash didn't count as match played, so the stats were saying that I was on match 3, even though, you know, this was match 4. Interesting. But thankfully, I'm not really going off of these. I'm counting them with my own big list that I've created of every single match notes. This video took forever to make. And overall, these matches were just spent me being annoyed because one of the missions requires you to find a convoy and destroy it, which I didn't know you could just simply zoom in on the map and find that. So that was just these 2 matches. Then in match 6, things started getting interesting. I finally upgraded to triple armor and got a jug suit, which would probably come in handy later down the line. But also on top of that, I got a new schematic. Actually, my first schematic at that, which was Dead Wire. There's a long road ahead of me, isn't there? This is the game I also got that convoy, which, you know, if I was more intelligent, I would have been able to complete this a long time ago. Match 7, I was struggling to find cryo freeze, which I needed for the freeze of zombies and hellhounds. While all that was happening, I finally officially died, and it wasn't a crash this time. This was a pretty tough moment until it came to the rescue and got me. Oh, also, I found cryo, but instead of wasting it with the amount of time I had inside the match, I just decided to complete some contracts and then I dipped. So that meant that match 8 all the way to match 12, I just did missions. Along the way, I got some goodies, like more Dead Wire schematics, which, you know, is just great to get duplicates at this stage. And then I got the Wunderwaffe, which was my first time getting it on here, and I used it a bit. And then just struggled to get circuits to complete another mission. Just mission stuff after mission stuff. Then in match 13, something odd ended up happening. As I was trying to complete an Outlast contract, I went down, but when I revived myself, my character all of a sudden was just stuck doing the self-res animation, which was really annoying and ended up making me go down again, and then I actually died. But thankfully, amazing players inside of Modern Warfare Zombies came to the rescue and helped me up. But that was definitely not something I wanted to experience. On top of that, because they revived me, I was able to complete the contract and I managed to get the Juggernog schematic. This was so clutch. Thank you, fellow gamers. Match 14, I died again. I'm a little rusty, okay? And to make matters worse, the dumb glitch came back. This time, I decided to run around as much as I could, and I found a chest with a weapon in it that actually got rid of the bug when I decided to switch to it. But man, that was annoying. Hopefully it doesn't come back again. Match 15, nothing happened. Match 16, I got the quick revive recipe for the schematic. And match 17, I began to prep for the last mission in Act 1. And also got the napalm schematic, ticking all of them off the list right now. I really hope this luck doesn't change down the line. Match 18, I did the final mission and it was laughably easy. Like it was just like, what the hell. In match 19, I got the cryo schematic and also the napalm burst one again. Man, another one. I'm getting way too many duplicates. In match 20 and 21, I just ran around looking for orbs to shoot down and collect the stuff from it for the mission. And then in match 22, I actually was able to get the Spicola schematic. Match 23, got the Deadshot schematic, and then nothing happened apart from story mission progress. As you can tell, I'm really trying to zoom through these missions. Match 24, I got the Pack-a-Punch 1 schematic, and match 25, I got the Pack-a-Punch 2 acquisition for completing a tier 1 contract. which was very interesting to see that in this tier. Oh, also, I got a rare Aether tool schematic from a mission. Match 26, it was time to do the last mission for Act 2, which from what I remembered, it was ridiculously challenging. So I decided to really prepare. The main reason for this is because there's that mega abomination bit and there's like that escort of the tank. I just didn't want to risk anything. So I finally decided to pack a punch my gun to tier 3 for the first time, and also grabbed another Juggernaut suit since I kind of lost the other one. It turns out that they really did change this mission because it was ridiculously easy. I don't know if I'm just remembering it wrong, but now humans spawn in on the way to the tank, which felt like a new addition, and it really was a good distraction against the zombies. Also, on top of that, I destroyed that mega abomination, an absolute piece of cake. Match 27 is when I remembered that the Act 3 missions suck ass. Like, for example, I have to do the worst contract in the game where I need to protect this thing from human AI, and it has to be above 60% of health. How the hell am I supposed to do that solo? Does anyone actually unironically do this mission, like, on their own? As for how I completed it, I think it's pure luck, and maybe also these 3 sentry guns. From that though, I did get the death perception schematic. Once again, match 28 to like 31 was very meh, so let me fly through them. Basically, on top of grinding the missions, I got duplicated schematics, but also some that weren't duplicates, like for example, brain rot schematic. And I almost killed myself from going out of bounds at one stage. That was like way too close, man. Also, if you by any chance are skeptical about me playing these matches fully, trust me, I did. And also, I will be going over my actual stats at the end of the video, so if you're interested in that, stick around or just jump to it. Match 32 was slightly more interesting. I finally unlocked that weird cool XP camo for the Lockwood. God, this gun is good. I do recommend. Then I fought the Mega Abomination for the first time, which was, I guess, not really my first time. At least my first time I started the mission. That was fun. And oh, I got the Scorcher acquisition. First time using it on this account. Also, I experienced one of my favorite type of players in Modern Warfare Zombies. The why the hell did you have to do that kind of players? Because for some odd reason, this dude right here just decided to pull up with his poop launcher and just blow up my truck. I was using that. Match 33 was meh. Just struggled with missions, but in match 34, I had to go up against a fortress and take down a warlord. Oh boy, was this a pain in my booty. I happened to get the first warlord that was out in the game since launch, so I knew how to get around it, but I went down way too many times, and after all those attempts of going in and out trying to get self-revives, I managed to do it. That was way too stressful. Match 35 was the Stormcaller time. Once again, another one that was something I feared. It was actually very easy. Like, I'm surprised that this game has become so easy over time. But the next mission was going to be a bit of a pain, since it required me to go into tier 3 and take down an infested stronghold. That was not easy. But again, ya boy is a pro, and not only got the Stormcaller done this game, the stronghold, but now I'm on to the last and easiest mission, which just simply required me to do some stuff in an Outlast objective in any tier. And of course, judging by my luck in this goddamn run, it had to bug out. I just couldn't complete it for the life of me. I thought it was like me going down at one point or something, but nope, after completing multiple of them, it was just completely broken. So that meant in match 36, I was actually able to finally do it and got the last mission schematic, the Wunderwaffe. And for the rest of the match, I just prepped for the finale of Act 3 and also found the rarest item in the game, the Blood Burner. I kind of forgot it existed, not gonna lie. Match 37 is where it all has been leading to. The last main mission. Kinda, since there's like, 4 acts and the other missions, it doesn't matter. So I decided to slowly prep, and off I was to take down Zakayev, which, if you don't know, you kinda don't, and instead fight a giant worm. The Modern Warfare Zombies boss copy and paste. I'm more of a Gormgant enjoyer. Gormgang rise up. Also, I did it. Like, that was ridiculously easy. So yeah, there we go. All of the missions are officially complete by match 37. Probably could have done it a tiny bit faster if not for the other stuff. Since those were done, I didn't really feel ready yet to go out there to do another mission. I just kind of wanted to chill. So in match 38, I set out to get stamina up because I kind of needed it. And man, I kid you not, I actually got it this game. One schematic objective, and I actually managed to get it. It sounds so weird to say, but it happened, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. That's another one off the list. Match 39, I realized that I had all the tier 1 contracts now. I was missing Shatterblast and PhD from tier 2 and, kind of all the tier 3 ones. Yeah, I had none yet. I didn't do a tier 3 run yet. As for this match, I didn't get anything like at all. So I just continued into match 40, which also got nothing. Match 41, nothing. And match 42, nothing. But then in match 43, nothing. The only good side to this is that I was able to like prepare my other characters because I have the other 2 slots. Match 44, I finally got the courage to do tier 3 schematic grind to see if I could find luck there maybe. And the answer is yes. Look, tombstone. Finally getting something. And you know what? That wasn't the only thing I got, because in this exact same match, I got the Pack-a-Punch 2 schematic. Thank God for this luck. I still don't have the schematic on my main FreelyZ account. How is that even possible? It's not even funny at this stage. Since that finally worked out, match 45 was the time to start doing the missions again, which meant Gormagant time. For this bad boy, all you really need is a Lockwood and the RGL, which did not let me down, and it allowed me to complete the first part towards the first Easter egg and get the journal. For match 46, it was time to get the other required parts for the Easter egg, and actually something really funny, I never completed this Easter egg before, so this was going to be my first time doing it. I know, kind of crazy. The steps were relatively easy, and only pain was getting meat for the dog color step. And then in match 47, I upgraded all the stuff, and I wanted to at least open the gate to fight the Mega, because you know, you have to put down all the items, and then the gate opens, and then you get the sigil, blah blah blah. And for some odd reason, again, Modern Warfare Zombies came in amazing clutch and just did not work. Like, I just could not place one of the items down. What is happening? So then I had to come back the next game in match 48, and thankfully this time it worked, and I was able to complete the actual opening of the gate, took down the Mega, went in, and it wasn't the best idea. I managed to actually complete the Rocket and the Outlast contract. I just wanted to see if I could get the Elder Sigil. Didn't go very well, I didn't feel confident, and I just dipped. Since that happened, I wanted something more chill, because you know, I just spent like a few matches doing that, and honestly I might be rushing through it in this video, but it really did take some time. So match 49 was me doing the Act 4 mission 2. That was not chill. I literally died. Like, actually officially died. Like, I had to back out and I lost everything on my character. I don't know. I could not take down the boss. That's embarrassing. This is such an easy mission to do. So match 50, I was like, I need to go back. I need to fight it again. And that actually didn't really happen, because I got the Shatter Blast schematic, and then I got the purple Aether tool schematic. So because I felt so valuable, I just decided to dip. Then in match 51, I went back. Yeah, this time around. And then I did it, because, you know, I don't know how I failed. But hey, look, I got another part for the second Easter egg. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Since I just did the first 2 missions, I decided that for match 52, it was appropriate that I just completed the third one. And you know what? This one was really easy. And I gotta say, this Dark Aether was really sick, because this was another mission that I just never did. The only one that I did previously was mission 2 and Easter egg 2. Match 53, I decided it was time to get through the damn first Dark Aether again. You see, I want the armor schematic and mags of holding schematic, and then the mask schematic. When I was first doing this, I didn't know that the mask schematic wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be. The main reason for this is because I want to go fight the Red Worm, and that's another part like of Modern Warfare Zombies that I've just never done before, and I want to have things that will make my life easier. So that meant that I just want to get these Easter eggs done as fast as possible. I know, it's crazy I never fought the Red Worm, and it's crazy I never did the first Easter egg, but it kind of made this whole experience, at least for me, more interesting, and I hope more interesting for the video. Thankfully, in this run, I did get the Elder Sigil. So, in match 54, I had a gamer plan. Through the amazing guides on YouTube, I knew that the VR11 was going to be my saving grace in the escort mission. Thankfully, I had a case that I got from completing the second mission. I got PAP 3, Gold Rarity Bow, my other baby. I also got all perks, a sentry gun, decoys, monkeys, and Casimir's, and it was time to go in. First, I did the rocket mission. It was terrifying, but boom, schematic number 1. Then, I did the Outlast objective. Boom, another one. And this is where things got a bit complicated. You see, I had no idea where the escort bunny was, because I never did it and I never bothered to learn the locations. The only thing that I had going off of me was a YouTube guide that I watched like 2 hours before this. Thankfully, I was able to find it. I did lose a lot of time, but through the painstaking process of going down, putting down the sentry, healing the tank with the VR11, absolutely amazing, I was able to complete it. But at what cost? Oh, also boom, another schematic. Because I had no time left. And when I tell you, my heart was about to blow up in my chest. I nearly threw up everywhere. The stress I was feeling was probably unnecessary, but I sprinted towards that portal. I dropped the VR11, which was such a clutch move because, oh my god, with 20 seconds to spare, I managed to teleport and I escaped with all of the 3 schematics. Whew! I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it because, oh my god, that experience was absolutely amazing. And something that I love inside of games, this incredible stress, and this just ticked off all those things. Very good Easter egg, I will be honest. This was peak Treyarch, and this was, if you don't know, like the last thing that Treyarch actually worked on in Modern Warfare Zombies. You can tell very, very much. Because of all of that stress, match 55 was just me in absolute shock. So I took a chill, tried to see if I could get the PhD schematic. No, I didn't get it. So match 56, I decided to start working on collecting the parts for the second Easter egg. And in match 57, I got them upgraded and also the gate open. So in match 58, it was time to this second Easter egg. Now this one I already did before, so I knew where to look and what to expect essentially. Something amazing that did happen while I was preparing to go in, I found a Scorcher, which was going to make this entire experience just that much easier for the Dark Aether. Going in, everything was going well. I was just completing stuff, going smoothly, got the VR11 schematic, got the blood burner key schematic, but no damn mags of holding. I got 2 blood burner schematics. Why is this game like this? That means that I have to go back in. Oh, I was fuming because I did not want to complete the Easter egg more than once, even though I know I have still so many matches, so it didn't really matter. One bad thing that I did do in match 59 was go back in like an idiot, very underprepared. And I panicked, exfilled after just completing 2 missions because like I died a bunch, and no mags of holding, even though I completed those 2 contracts. Because of that, I did another just cool, chill reset set of matches. So match 60 to 62, I just got more angry. Oh, how ironic. The reason for it was since for the life of me, I could not get the PhD schematic. I spent the entire matches just hunting for it, and it's so necessary for my amazing crossbow. I do not want to let you go. You're so overpowered, so good, but I just need PhD. And I don't want to run around looking for it every single match. The only good thing that happened in these matches was being able to see the Mimic's booty cheeks up really close because it bugged out. Double cheeked up, I swear. Match 63, I was back in locked and loaded to get that mags of holding. I know, in the video, it just went from a few seconds ago me hunting it down, but trust me, this break has really helped me. Wait, is that what I think it is? Did I just get I just spent so many matches grinding out for the PhD flopper and I just got it. Oh, because I was in to complete the actual Easter egg. Well, first I need to get the Elder Sigil, decided to hop in, do it, which meant that in match 64, not only did I have the PhD schematic, but then I was able to go inside of the actual Dark Aether and I didn't get it. Nope, no mags of holding. You really don't want to give this to me, game, don't you? It just doesn't exist, does it? Match 65, still living in false hope. So I got another Elder Sigil, and then match 66, I went back in again and just no mags of holding. What? I've done this so many times. What is happening? Which meant it was time to give it a break. There's still a lot of matches ahead of me. Instead, I decided to start working on the 3rd Easter egg setup in match 67. This match ended up being very interesting. Since I got all of this stuff in one match, I wanted to try to also upgrade all of the same stuff in this exact match. But the silly goddamn triangle step was already done by other players. You see, tier 3 has been absolutely overloaded every single game that I've played, and I was really starting to panic because Mr. Waffle Waffles told me that if I just wait around, it'll come back. As I was panicking because, you know, the match was about to end and I didn't really want to waste another match, I decided to go into the comments of that video, and oh my god, this comment came in so clutch. Because of this comment, I was able to figure out that you can just simply go over to the locations even if other players have completed it and offer your own sacrifice thing or whatever the item to fight the boss thing basically, and I managed to get everything upgraded. But to make even things more crazy, when I opened the gate, the damn disciple that spawned in, I forgot, was also going to spawn in megas, and this was intense. But thankfully there was a team here that helped me out so freaking much. And I know this is supposed to be all solo run, but oh my god, they helped me out so much and I couldn't be more thankful for them because goddamn, this was amazing. Thank you. And also thank you to that comment. Holy moly. Match 68, I decided to do a normal sigil run inside of the Dark Aether because I'd never done it before and I died. It was actually insane. The amount of mimics and manglers that spawn in here was just crazy. I couldn't even move. at times. Like, why is there so many manglers just constantly bonking me left and right? Definitely spooked me a bit, since according to some people on YouTube, this was supposed to be the easiest Dark Aether. Either I'm really bad, or they're just lying. Match 69. Instead of going into the Dark Aether, decided to grind out tier 3. It wasn't easy at all. You know, since tier 3 is absolutely overwhelmed with other players. They all have Scorchers, either duplicated or crafted, and they're all bouncing around and they're working in teams, and this is supposed to be a solo run. It didn't go very well. So, match 70, I said screw it, and I went back and did the Elder Sigil run in the 30 strike. Yeah. I'm very bipolar in this playthrough, especially since I just got bedoinked on earlier. It was insane. Like, really, really insane. I only did the 2 contracts, the Mega and the Outlast one. Holy god damn. These elites need to cool down. Like, after the Outlast contract was completed and I got the mask schematic, which was the only one I got, I just instantly escaped. This was crazy. So then in match 71, I went back in again. It didn't go well. Like, again, I just escaped. But hey, dead wire schematic. That means only one more run and I should get the other one, right? Match 72. I was sick of it. So I finally felt comfortable to do another really insane thing. I fought the Red Worm. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This was super easy to set up. I thought this was going to be a pain in my ass, especially since I wanted to do it solo. But all I had to do was find the like USBs around the map and then just wait. Thankfully, the blood burner keys and all the blood burner stuff I got from the second Easter egg came in really clutch for this, since I don't have a Scorcher. And thanks to Donuts on YouTube, I was able to figure out that the VR11 is very powerful. And oh my god, was it powerful. I did have another play with me inside of here that kind of was the distraction, not really help, nothing against him. If anything, the player actually helped me a lot because it allowed me to melt the Red Worm with this bad boy. I really do recommend the VR11. I feel like a lot of people already knew that. I'm a bit behind with everything. And hey, look, a Scorcher case, which was also going to help later on the line, and also the Gold Aether tool, or the Legendary Aether tool, whatever. Hey, I'm not complaining. That was pretty cool, and I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it so much that I went back in for the next match, and this time around there was a bunch of players with me, which was pretty interesting because I kind of like accepted to play with them, even though again it was supposed to be solo, but I didn't team up with them, if that counts. I refused to. I think they really wanted me to team up with them. They kind of stared at me at times, but surprisingly this was actually a tiny bit more challenging. For some odd reason, a Mega Abomination decided to spawn in while we were doing this, which made things really complicated. But hey, I got the Scorcher schematic, and then one of the players ended up dropping the Pack-a-Punch 3 crystal, and I don't know if it was for another player, but I swooped in and took it and escaped, so I don't have to do the Red Worm again. Yeah. Match 74, since I finally had the Scorcher and could compete against those players, I went back into tier 3, and I'm not joking, it was actually so much easier to complete contracts in here, which meant that I was able to get the ray gun schematic. Behold my ray gun schematic collection in this match for some odd reason. Yeah, I got 2. I don't know why, but hey, I'm not complaining. Match 75 on the other hand was bad. I went back, get Mags of Holding, and I didn't get it, and I died because I forgot to bring self-reses. I was too cocky after the previous matches. Match 76 and 77 I used to get my characters built up, since I haven't done that after the previous deaths. And then in match 78, as I was doing that, I got my last and final schematic in the tiers. It only took 78 matches. I got the Elemental Pop instead of tier 3. So now all I have left is Mags of Holding and the Sergeant's Barret, which are in the 2 Easter eggs. Oh boy. So in match 79, I attempted Dark Aether 2 again, and ladies and gentlemen, we got it finally. After way too many attempts of the second Easter egg, from failing to just not getting it to panicking and escaping, I got the Mags of Holding. That's right, it is finally mine. I can finally craft it and never use it because turns out it doesn't really work on the bow, and the bow is the only thing that I wanted to use. So that means that the Sergeant's Barret is the only thing. Beret, right? It's the beret. So then in match 80, I was like, let's see if I can get it in the Dark Aether 3, and boom, there it is. All of these schematics were officially mine by match 80. Everything I wanted to complete for this video, I completed in 80 matches. What the hell am I supposed to do for the other 20? I guess the Unstable Rift is out, which is like the most recent thing that came out because this is season 4. Okay, but before I do that, I need my schematics to cool down. So I guess it's time to do the only other fun thing in this mode, Camo Grind, which I just kind of mindlessly did for match 81 to like 84. Tried to do the Moors, and the RGL, which I got gold, and the Spaz, which I had to level up, which then I got gold. And yeah, since it's match 85 time, 50 matches away, I guess might as well try this Unstable Rift thing, which I completely know I'll fail because there's no way in hell will I be able to do this in solo. So, using a guide of fire online, I started hunting the obelisks, those weird tower things, which started off okay. It took me a while to find the first one, but I got it. And then for some odd reason, I decided to go inside of tier 3. And you see, I spawned in with the crossbow. And something that I learned the hard way, for some odd reason, the crossbow explosions don't count as kills. Like, you have to straight up kill them with a bullet. So my progress was not completing, and I didn't know why. It took me like 2 attempts inside of tier 3 in different obelisks. Yeah, so that didn't go very well. Then with like barely any time to spare, I just decided to run around tier 2 and tier 1, and I actually managed to find 2 of them. And then I opened the Aether rift, and I decided to pack a punch tier 3 because I felt very unprepared considering whatever just happened. Like, I wasted the entire game. There was no players that could steal it from me, and then I loaded in, and then this happened. It failed to load me in. Like, this game is just incredible. Anyway, because of that, the next basically 10 matches, I did nothing but camo grind. Match 86, camo grind. Match 87, you guessed it, camo grind, but on the wrong gun. Match 88, camo. Match 89, camo. Match 90, camo. Match 91, camo. Match 92 was actually different. I just decided to use the ray gun because why not? Match 93, camo. Match 94, camo. Oh, what a game. But then, in match 95, I decided it was time to actually attempt the unstable rift one final time. I literally stand no chance, and since it only gives me another camo, I don't really care all that much. Like, it's just a camo. It doesn't actually benefit me in the game. If anything, it's just something else to do. But hey, look, I died. Because I decided to spawn in, and I spawned in with all the stuff that I thought I needed, but not PhD or no self-res. Thankfully, a player was nearby and came to the rescue pretty fast. So then I ran around, found all the obelisks pretty early on inside of like the really easy tiers, and then I waited until the match was about to end so nobody would steal stuff from me, and I opened the rift, and this time it worked. And when I went in, I instantly died while I went down. And then I like found this corner and I just kept on killing zombies. They just wouldn't stop spawning in. Then a mimic came in and I died, but I killed it. And then I died on phase 2. You can't say I didn't do it, okay? You can't say I didn't do it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there was only 5 matches left. 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. And you know what? I could tell you, I spent the entire match playing non-stop from start to finish, but there's literally nothing that I wanted to do apart from camo grind, I guess. I spent like max 10 to 20 minutes in each match, and then I just exfilled. Like, there's nothing to do inside of this game once you complete everything apart from camo grind. And I already completed camo grinding on my main account. I didn't really feel like doing it again because there's no benefit from it to me personally. Like, I know it's fun, but just didn't feel like there was much point. But yeah, 100 matches of Modern Warfare Zombies. There's only like one more thing to do, and that is to show you my stats, which are like absolutely all over the place. But I guess you'll be able to see how many contracts I did, how much time I played, and stuff like that. So let's jump over to that. Okay, and so here we are. Firstly, I want to start off with my level. I got to level 164. I did actually play during like a double XP weekend. And also, speaking of leveling up, the battle pass I do believe is essentially done. I've been stuck on this for quite some time, so you know, in the 100 matches you can complete the entire battle pass. Wow. And now if we quickly jump over to my stats, as you can tell, I haven't even touched multiplayer. But zombies, this is where stuff gets a bit complicated and interesting, because if you look in the top left corner, it says that the time played is 2 days, 10 hours, and 18 minutes. Now, I don't entirely know if this is the like amount that you should be expecting, because I didn't play like every match fully. That's one thing that I should have mentioned at the beginning of the video, because obviously I'm not going to play the entire match. You're supposed to exfil, that's the overall idea, and the last like 20-ish matches were definitely super messy just because of me camo grinding and literally no reason for me to stick around. This is just supposed to be like actual 100 matches. Another thing that's like the elephant in the room is the amount of deployments I have. It says 124. The reason for this, I think, is because they counted every single time I went to the Dark Aether, but I don't think I went like 24 more times into specific other missions. Maybe I did, which is kind of bad because they counted some of my some of the exfils into another region as deaths, because my exfil success ratio is a 3, which is really good, but it still isn't the best. And 47,000 kills, 3,000, well, 2,800 or 700 and something away from the 50,000, I think, trophy or achievement that you can get inside a game. Going in deeper, it says I have 10 deaths. I think that might add up. I have successfully exfilled 93 times, which doesn't add up with the amount of deaths I have. and eliminated, I think, is when I go down. That's what I meant. Like, the stats are just absolutely all over the place. My most used weapon, supposedly, or at least the most kills, is the Lockwood, which isn't true because it is the crossbow. I do believe I got like thousands of kills with the crossbow, definitely like above 10,000, maybe even near 20,000. But again, the explosions just don't count on this gun, and it kind of adds up with the shotguns because the shotguns were like the only ones that I grinded camos on. One thing I do find very funny is if you go all the way over to the field upgrades, for some odd reason the RGL is here and the Pila, I don't even remember using this rocket launcher, but I guess I got 3 kills with it, and the energy mine is like absolutely my favorite and field upgrade to use, so that makes sense. Going back to the acquisitions, 32 times I exfilled with the raw Ethereum, and everything else, if you're interested in, you can stop the video. I might have went a bit too fast through that. It's funny considering these ones I barely exfilled with. Equipment wise, Molotov I guess was my favorite, then the Casimirs, monkeys, yada yada. Do they have the... Yeah, they have the Aether blade here. 150 kills. That's actually pretty good considering I think I only used it 3 times. Shotguns, classes. If we go over here, my last match that I played, my match 100, I did die. And the duration. Oh, you can even see the duration. So here you go. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. That is so bad for a 100 match. 30 minutes, 19 minutes, 15 minutes, 22 minutes, 47 minutes. That was our 95th. See, like for some odd reason. Oh wait, no, I did die that match, but I didn't die the previous match before that. So I think this was when I exfilled. But that doesn't. No wait, they just don't make sense. None of them. Maybe this was when I exfilled, and this was when I was. No, but that's 11 kills. See, I just don't understand. This was my 92nd. Yeah, they weren't the longest towards the end. And acquisitions extracted, schematics extracted, essence collected or extracted. I guess the combat knife was my most extracted weapon. Weapons, yeah, whatever. And the amount of contracts that I completed was 522. I kind of regret not noting down when I got my last tier 3 schematic. Also, on top of that, I did complete like tier 2 schematics most of the time to like quickly prepare for jumping into the dark ether. So then again, these stats won't be perfect, but this is my evidence. 2 days and 10 hours and 18 minutes added on to my already, I think, above 10 days on my main account. So I've played a lot, and I'm just happy that I was able to get every single schematic, and like I was basically able to complete everything. If we go over to leaderboards, do I find anything interesting here? I don't think so. Yeah, I promise I did this. I played it fully. I completed everything. I died, so this is the character that I died with. Here are all of the stuff. I crafted some things recently, but everything is completely unlocked. I hate how long you have to wait for this bad boy. I didn't duplicate. There is no glitching that was ever involved. That's another very important thing that I didn't want to do because I feel like that just beats the whole purpose. Everything was also completely solo, unless again if you count the bits where maybe a player revived me fully. Obviously I'm gonna like use that opportunity, or with the red worm, or again preparing for Easter egg number 3. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the video. This bad boy took like over 2 weeks to record just to get all the gameplay. I've been literally no lifing this game, and it was actually kind of fun up until again I just completed everything. Camo grinding in this game is not as fun as I remember it. I think it is because I just complete everything, and I think it's fun. You can get like over 24 hours of fun inside of Modern Warfare Zombies, and to all the players that are still sticking with the mode like non-stop, fair play, like congrats, because Jesus Christ, this is a boring mode. Why did I just sound so Irish there? I mean, I do live in Ireland. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am working on another 100 matches. I'm gonna start working on that bad boy. We're gonna go to round-based matches. I'm not gonna say too much, but I kind of want to do this series where I just play 100 matches of like zombies to improve and to just show you that I'm insane and spend way too much time playing games sometimes. So thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this far, be sure to drop a like on the video. Subscribe, I guess, if you want to. That's not mandatory. None of this is mandatory. And to end off this video, I want to end it off with a classic Philly Z smooch because we haven't done that in a while. Mwah!